Ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Throwing Ryan to start out. A throw on the money there to Doolin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 38, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Touchdown, Colts! Paris Campbell from 10 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And got his man complete. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Ryan. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Ryan to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox from 6 yards away.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
They're splitting the uprights. McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on second and long. Ryan going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Finding space at the 40.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll check this down to Hines. A beautiful fake.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action now. Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Trading for DeForest Buckner 2 years ago, still a shrewd move for the Indianapolis Colts. He's anchored their defense with 16.5 sacks in that time, as well as garnering All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And this returnable for Hines.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Ryan.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ryan.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the counter, here's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Hines now on the return. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 44, Ryan gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually...
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Williams loses the football.
And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 40. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Wilson's throw there, complete to Hamler. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Williams.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by McManus is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So now Ryan and the Colts
down 27-20, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Ryan to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. Finding Pittman, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One last shot for Ryan.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.